Dr. Adrian Parker was a brilliant scientist, renowned for his groundbreaking research in quantum mechanics. For years, he had been working on a project that seemed like pure fantasy, a time machine. Despite the skepticism of his peers, Adrian believed that time travel was possible. After countless trials and errors, he finally succeeded. The machine, a sleek, metallic sphere with intricate circuitry, stood in the center of his lab. Adrian took a deep breath, entered the coordinates for the year 2150, and stepped inside. The machine hummed to life, and with a blinding flash of light, he was hurtled through time. When the light subsided, Adrian found himself in a dark, desolate landscape. The sky was an ominous shade of crimson, and the air was thick with a foul, acrid smell. He was in the future, but it was not the advanced utopia he had imagined. Instead, he was greeted by a nightmarish scene of destruction and decay. As he ventured through the ruins of what had once been a bustling metropolis, Adrian encountered signs of a great catastrophe. Buildings were reduced to rubble, and the streets were littered with the remnants of a lost civilization. His heart sank as he realized that humanity was on the brink of extinction. Determined to find answers, Adrian searched for survivors. After days of wandering, he stumbled upon a small group of people hiding in an underground bunker. They were gaunt and weary, their eyes hollow with despair. The leader of the group, a woman named Alara, explained the horrors that had befallen their world. A supernatural force, known only as the Shadow, had emerged 50 years earlier. It began as a series of unexplained phenomena, people disappearing without a trace, shadows moving on their own, and whispers in the darkness. As the shadow grew stronger, it unleashed a wave of terror, driving humanity to the brink of extinction. Alara told Adrian of their futile attempts to combat the shadow. Conventional weapons were useless, and even the most advanced technology could not stop it. The survivors had resorted to hiding, living in constant fear of the entity that haunted their world. Adrian knew he had to find a way to stop the shadow and save humanity. He returned to his time machine, hoping to travel further back and prevent the catastrophe from occurring. However, as he activated the machine, it sputtered and died. The power cells were drained, and he was trapped in this nightmarish future. Desperate, Adrian began studying the limited resources available in the bunker. He pored over old scientific journals and fragments of research notes, searching for any clue that might help him understand the nature of the shadow. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. His determination never wavered, even as his hope waned. One night, as he was poring over an ancient manuscript, Adrian had a breakthrough. The manuscript spoke of an ancient artifact, the Eye of Eternity, said to possess the power to banish supernatural entities. According to the legend, the artifact was hidden in the heart of a forsaken temple, deep within the Shadow's domain. Gathering a small group of brave volunteers, Adrian set out on a perilous journey to find the Eye of Eternity. They navigated treacherous terrain, avoiding the Shadow's minions and enduring countless hardships. Along the way, they encountered other survivors, each with their own tales of horror and loss. After weeks of relentless pursuit, they finally reached the temple. It was an imposing structure, shrouded in darkness and emanating a malevolent aura. Undeterred, Adrian and his companions pressed on, venturing deep into the temple's labyrinthine corridors. At the heart of the temple, they found the Eye of Eternity. It was a small, glowing orb, pulsating with an ethereal light. As Adrian reached out to touch it, the shadow materialized before them, a formless entity of pure malevolence. It lashed out at them, its presence suffocating and oppressive. Drawing upon the last reserves of his strength, Adrian grasped the Eye of Eternity and held it aloft. The orb's light intensified, bathing the chamber in a brilliant radiance. The shadow shrieked in agony as the light pierced its form, and with a final, ear-piercing wail, it dissipated into nothingness. Exhausted but triumphant, Adrian and his companions returned to the bunker. The survivors rejoiced, their nightmare finally over. Though the world was still in ruins, there was now a glimmer of hope. Adrian vowed to rebuild and restore what had been lost. As the years passed, humanity slowly recovered. With Adrian's guidance, they rebuilt their civilization, stronger and wiser than before. The time machine was never repaired, but Adrian didn't mind. He had found his place in this future, dedicating his life to ensuring that the horrors of the past were never forgotten. The legend of the time traveler's curse lived on, a reminder of the fragility of existence and the enduring power of hope in the face of darkness.